Hi folks, today I want to talk to you about spinal Qigong, so energy exercise for your spine. Qigong theory says that your physical structures and your energy grid are intimately wrapped up together, and to the degree that you have one open or closed, the other one will be open or closed. So what we do is we start with the most accessible, the physical body. We open up the structures of the physical body to get the energy to flow. And I'm going to tell you a Qigong trick that sounds absolutely impossible, but my experience is about half the people get it right away. I got it right away. And what we're going to do is stretch one of the ligaments in your spine, one that's deep inside your spine, right next to your spinal cord. And I'm going to show you a picture here of what your spinal column looks like. So this is a front view, a side view, and a back view. And these zipper-like things are in the back, and it's what you can feel from the skin behind. The front side is deep inside your body, and there's a ligament that holds all these together, and then in between, where the spinal column runs, there's another ligament deep inside, and that's what we're going to stretch. Now, how do you know if you've actually stretched it? Well, it has a certain feel from the inside, and from the outside it has a certain look. So I'll show you what that look looks like. So I'll go to the side, and what I do first, I take the slack out, and I lift the head toward the sky, I drop the tailbone toward the earth, take out the slack, and I bend. Once I've got it taken out, I bend the whole spine like this, and what you look for is when I let it go, how many seconds does it take to come back to normal? So now I let go, and that's 4, 5, 6 seconds. Again, stretch the whole thing, bow forward, keep it for as long as I like. This takes a bit of effort. And then I let go, and it comes back on its own. And it's really hard to fake this unless you have absolute muscle control, but you don't want to fake it anyway. So I have a guinea volunteer. This is Juliana.
Hello.
And let's see, you want to face this way?
Yeah.
Okay, so come here, I'll get behind you.
Okay.
She's never done this before, but like I said, my experience is most people, maybe half the people, will get it right away. So rather than do the whole spine to begin with, we're going to just do with the neck first, because it's easy. We move our necks all over, every day, all the time. So first, let's have you lift the head toward the sky, and it helps if you put your tongue on the roof of the mouth and press toward the top of the head, or this little point where your hair swirls around, where you would be bald if you're bald. And that helps lift the neck. And then just slowly tilt the neck forward, and hopefully you get it feeling stretched between the shoulder blades here. Mm-hmm. All right? So then it takes a certain amount of effort, and when you're ready, just quickly but quietly let go. So there she goes, and it starts to come back. Now we'll do it again. Take out the slack, head toward the sky, and then it's as though you have a wall that you're trying to see over with your chin. So get a good amount of stretch there. It doesn't matter how much bow you actually get, but it takes a fair amount of effort to get that stretch. And now just quietly but quickly let go. And comes back up. Now let's say this is your neutral, right here. And this time, see if you can get a little bit more vertical stretch, and maybe even a little less of the bow forward. So feel like you're stretching up toward the sky more than you're stretching forward, but get some bow forward. So maybe a couple of degrees. And we'll call that good, right about there. And then just let go. And you can see it just kind of pulls back. Now what let's do, let's try to get the rest of the spine. So here, we want her to drop the sacrum and even curl it under a little bit, so that hopefully we get a stretch in the lumbar and maybe the rest of the spine. So now, this time, we'll isolate down here at the bottom. So curl under and get that stretched, and keep the stretch on and stretch it even more if you can. This does take a lot of effort. And then you just quietly but quickly just let go. Now it's very subtle, but it is working. It is working. She's not using her muscles. Again, stretch down and curl under, and it takes a lot of effort. I have to emphasize that. And then just quietly let go of that effort. And it does slowly come back. Good. So we got the top, we got the bottom. Now let's try the middle. So place a hand right on your sternum. And we're going to have the middle part go backwards. So stretch the whole spine, top and bottom, oops, I'm sorry, as much as you can. And then you bow in and stretch there. And try not to get your shoulders involved. But get a pretty good healthy bow in here in the middle. Now, does it feel like it's stretching?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then just quietly let go. All right, then repeat it. So, see if you can get the whole spine stretched. And then when you're ready, just let it go. Okay. How's it feel?
Great.
Yeah? Anything else?
It feels very loose. It feels good.
Okay.
It's really good.
Good. So what we're doing here is getting the energy flow right next to the spinal cord. Good. I'm going to show them one more thing.
Thank you.
And if it's a small chance you've heard of this before. If you have, if you get this together, we just stretch the back one, but we can also stretch the one in front. So this is step 2. So it would look something like this. I take the slack out of my spine and I bend it backwards a little bit, stretching on the front of the spine inside the body, and I let go. And it all drifts back in about 4 or 5 seconds. Again, I stretch it, the front of the spine, the anterior longitudinal ligament, put the stretch on it, and let go. Step 3 would be to get the 2 of those working together. And the trick is you stretch one as you relax the other. So I'm stretching the back and letting the front go. Now I let the back go while the front stretches. This is even trickier, but I just want you to know the possibilities down the road. Stretch the back as the front goes, and then let the back go as the front stretches. So you have sort of a perpetual motion machine. And then step 4 would be you put this in your Tai Chi, your Qigong, whatever other exercise you have that is sort of a yin-yang fluctuation. So Tai Chi, I do this, and I let go, stretching the front. Come in, stretching the back, or let the back go, and the front stretches. So that's it. The posterior and anterior spinal longitudinal ligaments. This is one of those secrets of Qigong I didn't learn until I was probably 15 years into it. And when I did, I got it right away, and I figured, oh, this must have been all those 15 years that was a preparation. But then I started trying it with beginners, and they got it right away. So Juliana's a beginner, she got it right away, and maybe you will too. It makes your spine feel really great. So thanks so much for your attention. Try it and write to me as you like. I'll respond, and good luck with it.